Vee. Do you like my shirt with a little tiny dinosaur on it? This is actually the last time you'll see me wear anything normal, because starting in the next video, I'm going to be wearing Halloween themed shirts because we are mid-September. We're so close to Halloween. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you 3 spooky stories. Be prepared. Before I get started though, I just want to announce that we have a new item on the website. It is a tie-dye scarf. This is a unisex scarf. In the picture of Ty, it's more fitted because he has a thicker neck. On me, it's a lot more loose, but it's so cool because it's actually a athletic scarf. So it catches sweat, it stretches. You can actually wear it as a hat as well. On the very back of the packaging, it shows you like literally 10 different ways you can wear the scarf. It could even be a headband. It could cover your ears if it's cold. It's really, really cool. So if you guys would like one, I have linked it down below. I also want to announce 2 new schools who have started Yana groups. These schools are Finland Elementary and Country Place Elementary. So thank you guys so much for starting this amazing movement at your school, spreading kindness, stopping bullying. And I would encourage all of you guys watching right now to start Yana groups at your school. I've put a link in the description down below. If you click on it, it'll take you to a page where you can actually download a Yana form, bring it to a teacher, a guidance counselor, a principal. Once they sign it and start a Yana group in your school, I will send you a bunch of Yana merch. I will stay in contact with your school. I will send your school a personalized video. It's such an amazing movement and I really want to work with you guys. So if you want to start a Yana group at your school, I have linked it down below. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into the first spooky story, which is called The Chair. This story is about 2 sisters that lived in an old, charming farmhouse. They loved exploring its dusty corners and climbing the apple tree in the backyard, but their favorite thing was the ghost that lived in the house. And they called this ghost Mother because she seemed to be very kind and nurturing like a mother would be. Some mornings they would wake up and on each of their nightstands they would find a cup that hadn't been there the night before. So they assumed that Mother left them there for them, worried that maybe they would get thirsty during the night. They just thought that she really wanted to take care of them. Among the home's original furnishings was an antique wooden chair, which they had kept against the back wall of the living room. Whenever they were preoccupied watching TV or playing a game, Mother would inch that chair forward, across the room, right towards them. Sometimes she managed to move that chair all the way to the center of the room, and they always felt sad putting it back against the wall because they thought that Mother just really wanted to be near them. Years later, long after they moved out, they found an old newspaper article about the farmhouse's original occupant. Apparently, a widow used to live in that farmhouse long before they lived there, and as they read, they found out that her 2 children died because she gave them a cup of poisoned milk before they went to bed. Then, overtaken by grief, she herself died in the farmhouse's living room, and beneath her was that old wooden chair, placed exactly in the center of the room. And that's how the story ends, so yeah. She wasn't trying to give them water in the middle of the night to keep them hydrated. She was just reenacting what she did to her original children by poisoning them. Lovely story, isn't it? Alright, next we have a story called Brown Suit. A man died, and his wife went to the funeral parlor to see him one last time. When she saw him lying in the coffin in a blue suit, she started crying. So the undertaker felt really sorry for her and asked why she was crying. He asked if there was anything he could do for her. So the woman told him that when her husband was alive, he always wore a brown suit. She told him that he had put the wrong suit on her husband. He was supposed to be wearing the brown one. So the undertaker apologized to the woman and told her that he would rectify the situation immediately. So the woman sat down on the sofa in the waiting room while the undertaker went into the back room. And a few minutes later, he came back in and told her that he was finished. When she went into the back room, she saw that her husband was laid out peacefully in the coffin wearing his favorite brown suit.
Now he looks just like how he did when he was alive,
she told him.
But how did you change him so quickly? You were only gone for a few minutes.
It was no trouble at all,
said the undertaker.
I accidentally put your husband's suit on another corpse, so I just switched the heads.
That's how it ends. Now this is supposed to be like a comedy horror story. Apparently people like laugh when they hear the very last sentence. I was horrified. I don't know about you guys. Comment down below. Was this funny to you or were you pretty disturbed like I was? And then lastly we have the story called Why Aren't You Smiling? This story is about a very sad, lonely girl that always saw something strange when she was standing at the bus stop. She noticed that this would occur on especially rainy or foggy days. She would look across the street and see a clown standing on the other side staring at her. She would look around at the other kids waiting for the bus, but no one else would seem to notice him. Only she did. He always made this motion with 2 fingers pointed at his cheeks as he made a super wide smile. It was like he was motioning her to turn that frown upside down. He was just there like... That was probably scarier than the clown was. But it would always scare her and would not make her want to smile. One night, as she was lying in bed struggling to sleep, thinking about how awful the day was that she just had, she suddenly heard rustling coming from the inside of her closet. Then the door slowly started to open to reveal darkness on the inside. She lay in her bed frozen, unable to move, and then she heard the eeriest whisper.
Why aren't you smiling?
And seconds later, bright white smiling teeth gleamed in the moonlight. So she called her mother into the room, but as soon as they turned on the lights, nothing was there. This happened for the next 3 nights in a row, and she knew deep down that it was the clown that she always saw at the bus stop.
Why aren't you smiling?
It kept asking her in the most sympathetic tone, and the teeth always came afterwards. So she decided going forward that she would always try to smile and make an effort at school and try to be friendly with her classmates. And on those days, she never saw the clown or heard that voice. But on days that she was miserable or being awful to her parents, he would come back. And that's how this one ends. So apparently I was reading up on this, and a lot of parents tell their kids this story whenever they're having like temper tantrums or being horrible or grumpy or miserable, to try to encourage their kid to like smile and be happier and be more positive. It would definitely work on me if I was a kid. I would never frown again. Anyways, comment down below which of these 3 stories you found the creepiest. And if you want me to do more videos like this, give this video a thumbs up and let me know. Don't forget, if you would like the new tie-dye scarf, I have linked it down below. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!